What's up, folks? How's it going? First things first, the important stuff. We're going to announce the winner of last year's What's on This Shelf. So we had a couple of guesses ranging from like Pokemon card to gift card, things of this nature. Nobody was able to get the correct answer. Remember, this is a challenging. Don't beat yourself up. This is a hard challenge. This is top tier challenge. The actual item in question was 1 ounce copper bar. Okay, 3/9's fine. Copper, decent piece there. Okay, if things keep going the way that they are, this might actually be worth something someday. So yeah, don't beat yourselves up. It's hard. Okay, only the biggest of brains are going to be able to succeed in this challenge. So at this moment, I'd like to announce the next thing, which is that 1 ounce copper bar, plastic chicken leg, and all the items that are featured on previous and subsequent episodes of What's on This Shelf will be given away when we hit 1 million subscribers. So I want you to look forward to that. Cat's making noise back there. So I don't know, the title of this video, the main topic, part of the thing is that I'm bad at like being on top of issues like immediately with videos. I even was in the day, like it would take a couple of days for me to formulate something to say about it because I don't like, being really wrong unless it's also funny. But it's just way exacerbated in this current age where the fucking news cycle is literally 24 hours. But I did enjoy the Jack Murphy tale because it reminds me of, it was just very nostalgic to me for the early years of YouTubery when it was all fucking drama and shit like that. If any of you are unfamiliar, Jack Murphy is a men's rights activist or whatever he calls himself, who claims to have a program to help men, help people become more alpha males and achieve their goals of maleness. He charges people like $100 a month for this, whatever. That's their business. Sounds like every other self-help guru program. I mean, I'm familiar with this as I had a step parent who was involved in Amway, and in Amway you have a lot of experience with these. They were motivational speakers. It's the same kind of shit. But anyway, dude, got asked some questions about some previous articles he had written about sending his girlfriend out to have sex with other men and whatever. He flipped out about this. This caused the internet to rise up against him, and then they discover that he has Chatterbait videos, right, of him putting things in his asshole. And really what I'm trying to get at here is just don't put things in your asshole, but if you're going to, don't tape them. This just reminded me of, you might recall, if you've been here since the beginning, which anybody who's going to watch this, I'm sure, was, my channel was shouted out early on by TJ, the amazing atheist, who's still on YouTube. And at that point, to my knowledge, I was the only person who was ever shouted out by him. And it blew my channel up at the time. YouTube is totally different now. But for the time, the numbers, it was quite a thing to see happen in a day. And I corresponded with TJ, the amazing atheist, for, I don't know, a couple of months. And I think I had some other interactions with him, maybe some videos back and forth, but then he just stopped communicating with me, right? And I kind of felt bad because I was like, oh man, this is this YouTuber at the time that I enjoyed his videos, looked up to in a weird way as a YouTube person, not like personally, but as a YouTube person. Well, TJ, as it turns out, gets on the wrong side of 4chan or whoever, and there's fucking pictures of him putting bananas with chocolate sauce up his asshole. And so I felt a lot less bad about not being spoken to by him. It looks like that's not what I wanted to be associated with. And he could have avoided all of that by simply not photographing himself putting things into his asshole. That's really what I'm trying to tell anybody who's going to be involved in public life in any way. I mean, this is something I've had this discussion with people, and they act like I'm. People tell me I'm wrong. Don't fucking take pictures of yourself nude. All right? Don't take pictures of your genitals. I don't give a fuck who asked for it. It's not necessary. Nothing good. Let me put it to you this way. If she's asking for, if you're sending her a picture of your dick, it's not going to mean you're not going to get laid if you don't send it. There's nothing to lose by not sending a dick pic, and vice versa. All right? Stop taking pictures of your genitals. Unless people are paying you to see pictures of your genitals, well, I guess, it's going against my rules because I guess that some fucking freak on Chatterbait was paying this asshole, not TJ, the other fucking guy, Jack Murphy. Fake name too, Goldman. I knew it sounded like a fake name. It sounds like a fucking fake name. Some asshole was paying this person to stick things up his ass. It's a strange time that we live in. Don't fucking take pictures of yourself putting things in yourself. So that's really the bulk of this. I guess the final part of this video, I'll just mention this will probably be the last video taken in this home. I've lived here for a very long time in suburban Detroit, and I am getting the fuck out of here to the far north, about an hour and a half away from here, where things are cheaper, and 2021 is so shitty. Anybody from Michigan might agree with me on this. Like, when you go up, the further north you go, to me it feels like you go further back in time. So if you go all the way up to the UP, it feels like 1992. If you ever go to, you got to go to an Indian casino in the UP, it feels like 1992 in all the best ways, okay? The further south you go, it's like, it's not as far back as the 90s, but I'm figuring, if I go an hour and a half north, I'm hoping that everything is 10 years behind. I'm looking for 2010, which is just, that's how shitty 2021, 2022 is, that I wish it was 2010, all right? As far as the world. As far as me, I'm doing great. That's what's so crazy about this fucking world. It's falling to complete shit. And I have a lot of, as they would say in New York, agita about it. But for me personally, my life's never been better. It seems like the world is finally caught up to how fucked I am. And now we're just we're operating on the same plane. But I'm fucking escaping. So the reason I tell you that is just because I can tell you whatever I want. But also, I'm going to try to make some kind of different content. I'm really interested in because I like driving. I like seeing different things. I do a lot of driving for fun. I would like to tape that. Maybe not to make the videos so much about the driving, unless that's what people are interested in, but maybe use them as a background to do rants. It's nothing original. I wish there's some great YouTube channels where dudes drive around, the country, and Michigan in particular has a lot of places to look at. And I'm planning on building a room that's a little bit more sonically correct so that I can play guitar in it. I have no illusions of being any kind of creator of music or video, but I want proper acoustics in a room. So when I do that for that purpose, it'll have the added advantage of if I make a video there, it might sound and look better. So we'll see what happens. Big life changes. When the world gets crazy, you get out ahead of it. That's what we're doing here. So don't be afraid to make changes, and don't put things in your asshole. I'll talk to you guys later.